will be moved to a heifer raising farm until they are ready to rejoin the herd as milking cows. Because the calves are grown with other cows from our dairy, we maintain biosecurity. The cows stay in the same herd even when they go somewhere else to grow to production maturity. Every time the calves are picked up and moved, the hutches are stood up on end, pressure washed, and sanitized, ready for new calves. The very same heifer calves that left the dairies come home when they are almost 2 years old and about 70 days from having their first calf. The process of returning heifers to the same dairy allows us about 10 months long. When a cow is 7 months pregnant, she begins her 60-day dry cow period. If you haven't yet noticed, take a look at the cow's comfy beds. They are bedded with the leftover fiber material from the anaerobic digester. The material is light and soft to help protect the cows. Our cows produce manure every day that goes through the anaerobic digester, so we have an endless supply of this bedding material. The fiber bedding helps to support the cow's weight without creating pressure points, and reduces any moisture near the cow's skin when they are laying down to promote better hygiene. The soft quality makes it easier for a cow to get in and out of her bed, and it forms around her to spread out her weight. To bring it in, the material is loaded into what we call a chooter. The chooter carries the fiber bedding into the barn, and a high-speed conveyor directs it right into the beds. Here in Indiana, the summer heat and humidity are terrific for growing corn, but can be too warm for humans if we don't have air conditioning in our home or car. However, cows can tolerate a greater range of temperature than humans. In fact, cows are comfortable between 10 and 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Once the temperature warms above 70 degrees, cows have to get rid of their extra body heat by evaporation, radiation from their skin, or increased respiration. We help the cows stay cool and comfortable by drenching them with water to get rid of the heat. The white plastic pipes that run along the aisle supply the water to the soaker nozzles that spray the cows. Cool water evaporates off their heads and back to take away some of that heat from their bodies. A cow's normal temperature is 101.5 degrees Fahrenheit. So, with a nice cold soaker and lots of fans overhead,
That's Gerald
it's cool
the
and
cow.
breezy in the barn, and our cows like that.
This guy.
In fact, we maintain
Hey,
a
Gerald.
7-mile-per-hour breeze over the feed manger and the beds.
Gerald, you eat it.
During the winter, cows are much more comfortable than humans. They have the ability to keep themselves warm by eating extra food. This is possible because their digestion process generates heat for their bodies. In cold weather, to protect the cows from wind and moisture, each of the freestall barns is equipped with 2 sets of curtains, one at the top and one at the bottom of the barn. The
Gerald.
bottom curtains are lowered to prevent wind from reaching the cows once daytime temperatures fall below freezing. The top curtains are lowered to keep some of the natural heat of the cows' bodies inside when temperatures fall below 20 degrees. All water troughs are supplied with an internal heater to prevent them from freezing. Front-end loaders scrape the cows' walkways, and salt is applied to crossover aisles to make sure they always have sure footing during cold weather.
He's
You
right.
see some of the cows lying down in their stalls. They're relaxing and chewing their cud.
Hey,
A
Gerald.
cud is feed that they have already consumed that has come back up for further digestion. Cows have 4 compartments in their stomach, and they will eat until they fill up their first compartment. Then they will lie down,
Gerald.
rest, burp the food back up, and chew it again. They'll
What are
chew
you
that
doing?
food roughly a minute and a half.
What are you?
And then they'll swallow it. The second time they swallow the cud, it will go to the second or third compartment, depending on how finely ground up it is. Chewing a cud is a sign that a cow is very comfortable and very healthy. It's one of the first signs of health a herdsman looks for. The cows are brought up with their pen mates from their freestall barn to the milking parlor 3 times every day. Traditionally, cows are milked morning and evening, but dairy experts find that cows prefer to be milked more frequently, which is much more like nature intended, because before cows were milked by human beings, cows had calves, and those calves probably did not wait just twice a day to eat. So now we find that we can harvest more milk and create more comfort for them if our cows milk more than twice a day. Here at the dairies of Fair Oaks, most cows are milked 3 times per day. As we pull into the milking parlor, I'll remind you about our biosecurity rule. Remember, no physical contact with the cows. Next stop is the observation area. Please remain seated until
Gerald.
the driver indicates it is safe to stand up. Agriculture today is truly incredible, isn't it? We have even more to see. Now we will see what our take on the future of
Hi,
milking looks
Gerald.
like. Believe it or not, the dairies of Fair Oaks have started milking cows with robots. Be prepared for an interactive adventure as you explore our robotic dairy parlor, meet our cows and their
Probably
robot
enough
friends.
with the video, sweetie.
24-hour
drain my battery on my
interruption gives a
phone.
lot.
Gentleman on the ground, back left. His job is to sanitize the teeth, clean them up. He's priming the teeth, and then he's attaching the milking cups and checking the milk quality. That is his job. You see him? Some people don't think he exists, but he does. So then by the time the girls get over here, the milking cup's already attached, and she's being back. 7. These are the creators of the robots that are actually milking the cows right now. This is just an up-close picture of how the robotic arm looks, and then there's also a camera with the cow.
That's where the bus drives.
All right, guys, so this part is unique, and it's on the tour because this is all automation. So all of these cows have the RFID tag, right? Just like the other barn, you look at their ears, same thing. So how this barn works is if the cow wants to move around somewhere, they have to go through these gates. Smart gate 1 right here. At that point, that gate will recognize which cow's going there, and that gate will direct the cow where to go. What do I mean by that? So if the cow got up from the back pen left, and she got up for a feed and water system still, they do get sent back to the other barn. Yeah. So it's for the original, like, yeah. It's really, if I